Hello everyone, it's Clone. I'm back again with another update. This time, as you could probably tell by the start of this video, I have the wheels on, at least 6 of them, on my minifig scale A6 Juggernaut that I have been working on for the past few months. I'm going to go off to the side now and show you what these wheels look like from the side. The detailing is not final. I'm actually waiting on a bricklink order that has taken an obscenely long time to ship, but regardless, this is what they look like now. This is what I'm rolling with and moving on with, because it's just surface level detail at the moment. All 6 wheels are finished otherwise, aside from one which is missing a couple 2x3 plates on it, which shouldn't be a big issue. I can just throw some in on my next bricklink order that I need to make and be good to go from there. But anyways, I finally have some wheels on, and as you can see, they are completely supporting the weight of this model, which I am very happy with, because that was a big concern of mine going into this project. But as you can see right now, it is not an issue at all. If I actually lift up on just one of these axles, I'm able to lift it, move the model without much effort at all, which is amazing, because that tells me that these axles are incredibly strong. If you look in here, you can see how they're connected. It's actually just very simple. Some Technic pins connected to the Technic interior of the wheels, plus the Technic portion of the axles. Excuse me. So that's what I have done for now. As you can see, there's all 6 wheels. Here's a view of it from the other side. I don't have the other 4 wheels on at the moment, simply because they are not necessary to hold up the weight of the model. So I'm just going to put those on the back burner for now and focus on the next steps of what I'm going to build. If you look over here, you can actually see how I'm going to connect them. It's pretty simple. I have these, and then eventually I'm going to connect this in with one of these Technic axles, and then it's going to stud into the side of the wheel. It's not going to be the most sturdy of connections, but the good thing is that these wheels don't need to bear any of the weight of the model, solely because these 6 carry it very well. The other thing is that these wheels are actually pretty heavy, so it acts as kind of a counterbalance in a way, to where it's not just this crushing down on the wheels. This actually helps take a lot of the stress off of the joints in there. So that's it for what I have done so far. The next step, as I mentioned in the last video, is I am going to be working on the suspension. I actually have it up in studio right now. You can see what I have designed so far for the 2 different types of a suspension. This one on the right here, this is for the 4 wheels that I don't have built. That's how they appear in pictures that I have pulled from the internet, as well as Battlefront 2. They have a more domed appearance right here, and then the other ones, they're more flat. So that's what I have for this. This part is the same for both, for the most part, simply because that's what they look like, and this is as close as I could get in a structurally sound way. I tried a different way, but it was awful, to say the least. The only thing is that if I go into stability, you can see that right around here on both, there's a clutch power issue. That's because it's only connected by 4 studs, so I'm trying to see if there's a way where I can fix that to where there's more stud connection and there's more friction, something to that effect. If not, it's not the end of the world. It's not the most fragile thing, solely because I have these axles where I can actually relieve pressure off of it, but I just want to make sure that they won't fall off easily, whether it be from moving this or whatnot. So that's the next step. I make these, and then I build up connect them, I have to go up probably two or three bricks to get to the right level where I want to put them, connect those, and then from there the next step is making the frame of the main body of this model. So that's a little ways away solely because I have to focus on the suspension first and still build up, but like we're getting close. And I mean, I'm really happy with the way this model has turned out so far. I mean, I don't know if this camera is doing it justice, but this thing is absolutely massive, as it should be, because I don't think how this vehicle has appeared on screen has really done justice to how big this thing actually is in the universe. 49.4 meters long is how big it is in universe, and this is minifig scale. I think this is actually slightly bigger by like a couple studs, but I mean, for the most part, this is how big this thing would actually be. This thing is supposed to be able to hold 300 troops. Here's a minifigure right now, and here's a model, and here I have the 2010 Juggernaut and then the 2016 Juggernaut, and as you can see, what I've built completely dwarfs these by miles. I mean, the 2010 version, which is the biggest Lego Juggernaut made, is like the size of 2 wheels. So like, this thing is massive, and I'm very happy with the way it's turned out, because this has always been like a dream of mine to make ever since I was a little kid. And now that I have the means to make it, I am going through with my childhood dream, I guess you could say. And the way it's turned out, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I think this has turned out amazing so far. I mean, this front view is just incredible in my opinion. I still have to finish up this plate right here, tile it off, and finish it up so it actually covers what it's supposed to cover. But other than that, I mean, I got 4 wheels left. I gotta put the suspension on, build up a couple bricks, and then I'm on to the main body. I mean, I've been cruising along these past couple weeks because I've had more time and a lot of motivation to get this thing done. And seeing how good this thing looks right now is just motivating me even more to get on and finish it. I will tile off or plate off these and put some greebling on there to add more detail and hide away these ugly holes from the Technic bricks, but like, that's something that isn't really a priority, because that's just like one of those final detailing things that shouldn't be too difficult. So that's not something that really needs to be worried about in the long term. I will cover it up eventually. It's just not a priority for me right now, the same way these wheels are not a priority for me right now. But I mean, that's about it for this video. I'll just give one more look at how big this thing is, especially compared to the 2010 Juggernaut. Like, this thing isn't even completely in the frame compared to the 2010 version, which is just mind-boggling to me because of how great this thing has turned out and how big it actually is. But I mean, that's it really. Subscribe for more updates. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, leave them down in the comments below. But other than that, check out my Reddit post. I'll link it in the description, which will have a written summary of everything that I've done so far and what I'm doing next and whatnot. And it'll also have a link to my Flickr page. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned for more. Peace.